Morning, everybody. Sean Patrick Greene, the Sean P. Greene Show. I'm live in Buffalo, New York, at the home studio. Still not renovated. Still working on it. Not feeling too well today. Reluctant to come on, but here I am. Press on. That's the theme for today. I press on. And with that, I want to share a song with you that my brother created. His name is Brandon. But I gotta find it. All right, so I don't have too many talking points today because I'm totally out of it. But there is that one thing that a lot of these people are talking about is the appointment of this new Supreme Court justice, which is a shoo-in. It's not gonna not happen. She's definitely gonna be a Supreme Court judge. But some pretty important points. I mean, we had a lot of drilling for the last couple of Supreme Court justices, and just as expected, you got the left wing, the right wing, they're fighting each other, appointing the opposite justices of the opposite parties. You don't see Republicans drilling into Mrs. Cohen or Mr. Kavanaugh as much as the Democratic Party was, senators, and vice versa. We have a lot of the Republican senators drilling into Mrs. Jackson while she's being appointed. Nothing new is under the sun, as it says in Ecclesiastes, old Jeremiah. Nothing new under the sun. But I do think it's an important point to bring up about how some pedophiles were, given leniency in their, it's, I guess some people might call it a non-violent crime, but anybody who has been a victim of pedophilia would tell you otherwise. There's a mental disability that happens once innocence is taken away from you. So that could be argued very much so. The same thing goes with the other point that was made is defining gender, defining sexual identities. I mean, defining what a woman is, and I dare anybody who's listening right now to make comments on any of the platforms that you're watching this on. The question of the day is, what is a woman? Oh, that's and this is Women's Appreciation Month or awareness, or not exactly how it's termed. So, what a month. I mean, yes, we have to celebrate all races, creeds. We have to celebrate these people, human beings. We're celebrating the human beings. And even that could be defined by other people differently. What is a human being? Some people are trying to transition to computer programs, believe it or not. It's a real thing. So, what is your definition of a woman? I don't know. What's my definition? Well, the whole world comes from women, as far as human beings and mammals. We come from women. We were fertilized by some sort of mechanism or a natural occurring phenomena of intercourse, but we somehow an egg inside of a female or a woman was fertilized and incubated within that for the most part. Not sometimes we have test tube babies and all that too, but the root of these two substances coming together, a sperm and an egg, came from sperm from the male, egg from the female, also known as men and women. But somehow we're defining words, new words now for old terms. Science is self is your decision. I don't have to buy into how you perceive yourself, or how I don't have to recognize anybody as you perceive yourself, and you don't have to perceive me as I see myself. You don't have to recognize that either. But this is the argument. In my opinion, it's a petty argument. Very I don't know. We're redefining everything today. So that's my opening line. Any comments? YouTube, Twitch, Twitter is live right now. But you could also, wherever I post this, as people know, we're on Rumble. You can go to ShawnPGreene.com. You'll see all the links to everything. And every now and then I'll post an image to social media platforms outside of the live, sphere. TikTok and all that stuff is coming up. But again, excuse me, guys. I'm just not feeling well today. It's going to be very short, very brief, but I just wanted to jump on, let everybody know that our film festival that we're planning for this summer, it's called the Great Lakes Christian Film Festival, August 4th through the 7th is what the plan is, and then we do before and or after an extended period of screening virtually, which is a new trend. Some film festivals were exclusively virtual. Last year we had, or 2 years ago, we had almost all of our submissions were virtual. Man, so unprofessional yawning like this, but I'm just a little out of it. So, I mean, it's really a great festival that we have. I'll just pull that up real quick. This is our 8th festival. It's amazing. I can't believe that I have spent the last 9 years, because that's when I started developing it, 2014. I spent the last 9 years with this concept. And let me tell you, it's been challenging at times. But I'm absolutely thrilled to do it. As hard of work it is, it's only like the hardest part is those 3 days actually hosting and making sure everything runs smoothly. But that's the hardest 3 days, that I work in an entire year, I would say. But leading up to it, it's about 2 months of preparation. 4 months really is like right now we're in a time frame of solidifying everything. So usually in April I'll have everything lined up. So I got April, May, June, July. So that's 4 months before the actual event is when I really ramp up the planning process. But our submissions process has been going on since the conclusion of last year's festival. So if you know anybody who's a filmmaker or even an actor that wants to be involved, or somebody who's just a fan of faith-based film projects or film in general, this is a great place to come to in the Buffalo, New York area. call it Great Lakes because I have some intentions of possibly hosting some events around the Great Lakes region, anywhere from Minneapolis to, you know, Lake Placid. Who knows where that's going to end up? So I encourage everybody to check that out. glcff.com. I really have a great network of people to connect with now, and good friends, good fellowship. A couple weeks ago, uh, almost a month now, I had a good conversation with Cheryl Felicia Rhodes, and I encourage you to go back to these episodes. Go check that out. I'm not sure what day that was, but I believe it was February, maybe this time, 23rd. I have to look at it. But today is the 24th of March, and we are over a month in of episodes of the 2022 season. I don't know if I would call this a season like season 2. I think officially season 1 would have been 2019. And because I was really knee deep in college, my college education, I really didn't pursue it beyond that. But the fall of 2019, I have a couple episodes. The quality is not as good as this, and even this quality is not as good as I want it to be. But nevertheless, it's out there for you to listen to. And I have great conversations with great people back then. Even I think Jason John Beebe and Constant Battle. Those are the two of the couple guests that I've had already that were in my home for that live segment. We might have pre-recorded it and then we launched it, but I encourage you to check it out. Go to my YouTube channel. You'll see it's actually in the playlist section too. You can kind of scroll down the playlist of the Shawn P. Greene Show. You'll see it. So I would say maybe this is season 2. Okay, if anything, 2019, 2 years of pandemic. Now we're in season 2, 2022, which makes it a nice clean title, since 2 is the end of this decade's or this year's year. Okay, whatever. I'm rambling, but again, I'm not going to make this too long today. I just want to touch base. I should be back tomorrow, full force, with more stuff planned, more talking points. But I'm in a fog. Just pray for me. Pray for the country. Pray for Joe Biden's visit to the summit. And from what I hear, Putin is supposed to join the summit conversation. So pray for this whole process that something changes. We're always saying pray for peace of Israel, pray for peace in the Middle East, but pray for peace in Europe now. Europe/Eurasia, because technically, isn't Russia half in Europe and half in Asia? I think so. So Eurasia would be a better title. I mean, of course, Asia has its issues with China possibly knocking on the door of Taiwan and expanding in the South China Sea. So let's just pray for peace everywhere, man. Let's just get back to loving each other, whatever gender you are. Listen, I love everybody. When it comes to this situation, I love everybody. So don't get me wrong. I am not somebody who hates anybody. I don't hate on anybody. If I hate anything, it would be I hate myself for past, indiscretions, past sins, if you will. That's what I would hate more than anything, would be myself. I would not hate somebody for calling out, their gender as something I feel is not accurate. Doesn't mean I hate them. It just means I disagree. So I don't care what your view is. I think everybody has the entitlement to disagree and have an opinion. It doesn't have to be accurate. It could be unscientifically backed up. everybody's entitled to an opinion, but not everybody is really truly scientifically accurate in their opinion. You could say that about religions too. It's not scientific. Although a lot of excuse me, a lot of religions will use science to back up its religion and vice versa. They'll use their religion to back up science. But that seems like a very different conversation. So, anyways, thank you for tuning in over the last couple weeks as I relaunched this concept. Excuse me. Shawn P. Greene Show. I need today just to rest. Get some vitamin D, B, and C in my system today and just relax. Prepare for a better relaunch next week. I do intend to be on tomorrow. I'm going to try to be as faithful to this as possible. 10 a.m. every morning. But I want people to, you know, comment, go to ShawnPGreene.com. You can call, text 716-253-1870. And you can go to different social media outlets. You'll see links to my episodes, sometimes playlists, and sometimes I'll make a snippet in like Instagram or TikTok or something. So check it out. Press on. Maybe that will be my theme for tomorrow. Just press on, everybody. Everything is cool. Copacetic. God bless you. Don't forget glcff.com. I have trailers. I got announcements on all the social media, on the webpage. And we'll have guests from that arena as time goes on. Just check out some of the older episodes. ShawnPGreene.com /podcasts. All right. God bless everybody.